chamber rework and reshaping. Specifically on this VW040 DP head here, we ink it up just to make the pattern. This way, all four chambers will be equal. Now here, we describe the line. We'll talk about why we shape it this way, just to get the efficiency really good. And of course, we'll work on this with you guys all the way through. And you can see on the other head here, this is halfway through. And we'll talk about deshrouding. If too much deshrouding actually hurts performance and lowers compression. So yep, and this goes for Hondas too. So let's go. Alright, now here's our 040 head. This is the one that we did the pocket porting. 040, as you can see. And this one is pocket ported. As you can see, we wrote down its 53cc port volume, so it's just right like stock. We just cleaned up the throat, so we just pocket ported it. So this is still good as stock, but of course, when we're gonna use it, we're gonna do a good valve job. It's gonna perform really good. So now let's flip it to the chamber here. You can see we described the line on the bottom side near the plug side. We made we made a pattern to make it sure it's all equal. The goal here is this part here, we lower it. This way you make the spark plug look like as if it's more centered on the combustion chamber, so it shoots out, it gets more efficient because the spark or the ignition starts right almost at the middle of the chamber or of the combustion. This way, it covers the area faster and better. That's gonna make a more efficient combustion chamber, or the combustion itself is gonna be more efficient, therefore making the engine run more efficiently. Try to picture this now because after we port this, it's gonna move further down. It's gonna make the spark plug look a little more center, and we're gonna show you further with even a 85.5 millimeter stock liner cylinder. The 1600 will show you. Now let's go to the porting bench here. Let me click the phone. All right, we start with the carbide first. This way, we get to the shape that we want faster, because you can do with the 80 grit or even a 60 grit, but it's gonna take way too long. So we make sure we lubricate the carbide with oil or the ATF mixed with kerosene or mineral spirits that we use, because the ATF is too thick, but the mineral spirit is just too thin. So we gotta mix it to get the thickness that we want. This way, the carbide is more efficient. Let me click the phone. Let me show you. Look at that. Oh, there. Let me fix the focusing. Sorry, the focus. Yes. Now on to the next chamber. Yep. Let me clip the phone again. All right. Now we don't zoom it anymore. Well, it's still zoomed. Sorry. Like the video. This way, it helps the algorithm spread the video to a wider audience. Thanks, guys. This is gonna be so appreciated. Yep, as you can see, we're lubricating it. We're getting to the marker that we need. There you go. Okay, it's all there. Yep, now we gotta flip it. Here, let me show you. Sorry, no, not flip it. We just changed to the other head. Now we don't zoom it anymore, so you can see it further. You can see the lubricant is over there on the side. So this is the next head for the two chambers again. Because of course it's a flat four, the head is left and right. Let me show you up close. Oh, you see that? As you notice, the spark plug now is a little bit more to the center because we laid back the spark plug side of the chamber. All right. So we're gonna do this. Now we're gonna go with the 80 grit first. We start smoothing it out. Let me click the phone. Here, okay, now here we're going with 80 grit. We're gonna get it smoothed out, but we're also gonna go with 120 grit later on. The other head now. Let's get it good and shaped well. We'll remove the carbide markings so that it's more consistent. Yes. Now we gotta flip the head. We do the other side of the chamber. We'll clean it up with 80 grit. Sorry about the head is still moving around. Here's the other one. Just getting there. Yes. Now let me show you close. Oh, would you look at that? That's looking really, really good, right? Because we're not sure if we're going to run a 1679 or a 1776, so we're not shrouding it way too much, because later we'll show you the liner. So now this is 120 grit. Now as you can see, the finish texture is getting smoother. The other head now here, this is 120 grit. It's looking a lot better, a lot good. Yes. All right. Now here we flip it down to the spark plug side. Again, still 120 grit, because we came from 80 grit earlier, right? Yes, here's the other head. Yes, we make sure everything is all consistent. Yes, now here it is. Let's look at it closer. Oh, look at that. Yes, this is how it is. This is how we want it. As you can see, the spark plug is a little bit more centered than the earlier on the workbench, right? Yes, this is what we need. This is what we're shooting for, to make the combustion a lot more efficient. This way, the ignition does not do extra work, so it just easily ignites everything. Yes, so let's wash this up. Let's bring it to the workbench. Let's go, let's go. And here we are now. As you can see, it's all cleaned up. Oh yeah, you can see the spark plug is a little bit more centered on the chamber than how it is in stock form. Not too much, but that's as far as we can go ideally. So there, you can see we scribed the line on the outer bore. That's why you can't really deshroud it too much if you're running, let's say, 85.5 or 88 millimeter. But if you go 90.5 for a 1776, that might be okay to enlarge this. So we're gonna do that if we decide to go 1776 versus 1679. So we're still deciding on which layout or which setup we will go with for the street. And of course, hey, we're gonna dyno it if we finish it for you guys. Yes, as you can see here, now the plug is more centered. The texture is good. We've achieved how we wanted, or the goal that we need. So yep. So now here, help me out, guys. I'm deciding if it's a 1679 with an 88 millimeter machine in, or a 1776 with a 90.5 millimeter bore. And I'm actually planning to run an angle W120 for it. So it's going to be fun. Here it is with a liner. We're going to show you. As you can see, the spark plug is a little bit more centered now because of the shaping that we did. As you can see, we can't really totally deshroud it as if it's like running a 90.5 or 94 millimeter bore, because this is still a 1600 liner, and the chamber is still 1600. So this way is we're gonna get okay to decide whatever displacement we're gonna go for. Let's look at the exhaust port. Here we actually ported the exhaust port totally, but just smoothed it out. This way is gonna be more efficient. Let me show you with a better light here. Here you can see that. The goal here is we actually decided to make this totally smooth, like fully port the exhaust. This way, if it's gonna be more efficient and if we need more intake, we can decide to run the Weber 36 IDF that I have. But initially we start with the Cadron. So we have choices on the intake. So we can actually run an extractor or a merge header, whichever works best. Here are the heads. See, it's all pocket ported. It's still stock, just pocket ported. This is gonna be a fun project for you guys. So hey, let me know in the comment below how you guys wanna check it out or what setup it is. And of course, we'll have the playlist of all the VW stuff. And of course, you can click it just here